Should you castrate your reactive dog? Today I want to discuss the pros and cons of neutering. Now, if you don't know, neutering is the process of surgically removing a pet's reproductive organs. Now, it can be beneficial for reducing the risk of certain diseases and also for controlling pet populations, which is where your vet and your rescue centre's opinions will come in. However, from a training and behavioural perspective, there are also potential risks associated with neutering that you cannot undo. It's really important to consider both advantages and disadvantages of neutering before making a final decision, and doing research, talking to a vet can help you decide if neutering is the best option for your pet if it relates to a medical issue. But if you're thinking of neutering because of a behavioural issue, then we need to sit down and talk a little bit more about this. Neutering a dog because of a behavioural issue could be beneficial. It could be beneficial if, for example, a male dog has high levels of testosterone. So if you find that your entire male dog is going out into the world and he only has a problem with other entire male dogs, then it could be that castration would help and reduce those conflicts from arising. However, here's a caveat, because if you find that your dog has a problem with random or both sexes of dog, and then you castrate them, it could be that castration won't help you at all, and in a lot of cases make things worse. This is because the behavior could be stemming from fear, anxiety, frustration, stress, many different emotions instead of hormones, and that's going to need a slightly different approach to resolving the reactivity. Whereas with the high levels of testosterone, if we remove that element from your dog, they can be spot on in a few weeks. The testosterone reduces, the dog's like, cool, got no bravado, ego to do, I can just be a dog amongst dogs. But how do you know which one is which? Well, thankfully, there's a procedure called chemical castration. This is where the vets put an implant into the dog that reduces their testosterone levels without removing the reproductive organs. So what this can be really beneficial for is that we can first test the behavioural changes. And if things don't improve with their behaviour or it worsens, then at least it's only a temporary measure, because the implant will wear off in 6 months and the testosterone will reappear. Vice versa, that if you see an improvement in your dog's reactivity, then you can either stay with the chemical castration procedure for the dog's life and leave the reproductive organs on, or you can go ahead with the operation, more safe in the knowledge that their behaviour was being testosterone influenced. So I hope you've enjoyed today's content, and if you've got any questions, please feel free to reach out. Drop us a like, drop us a follow. If you've got any questions at all on the topic, just ask away in the comments, and follow if you want to learn more reactive dog training tips.